It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. And for the Thunder, they've got Horford. George Hill out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, and especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. 6-point game. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
And the last time they faced this club rebounding was their...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Randall dishes to Bullock. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Barrett. Defense right on him, and he makes that one.
This guy's such an instinctive scorer. R.J. Barrett goes to the floater game.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft. R.J. wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Randall. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And you know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
Here's Diallo. His last outing, 16 points for him. Horford the pass to Maledon. Lets it go. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Thunder. They're down in 9th place so far, still early in the season.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Pass to Gibson. Plays it up and banks it in.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Thunder trailing by 6. Pass to Diallo. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's Noel. Intercepted. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Diallo, and it's Noel with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 8. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Quickly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
With 1 on the clock and no good on the last second attempt this time. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Knicks lead by 10. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Venom.
And hearing from Al Horford, you see why he's considered one of the best.
My message to the group was,
Now keeping everyone focused on the task at hand, Greg. It makes a lot of sense.
It's what he's getting paid the big bucks to do now. His overall presence and guidance is as valuable as his play.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Thunder. Paladon is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then it's Williams. And it's Pokusevski in at the power forward position. And a new group in for the Knicks. Rivers hits both of them.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
The Knicks leading by 8. The pass to Bullock. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Left side, Horford. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Horford's got 6 points.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
Thunder have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. From 12 feet out, here's Baisley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Julius Randle picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. New York moving it around. He kicks to Bullock, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Thunder trailing by 8. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Payton. Robinson kicks to Bullock. Barrett against Horford. Barrett dishes to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
Here's Dort. He can't get that one to fall. The Knicks go the other way with it. Robinson down low. He has 6, and the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder making a change here. Diallo's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Knox, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. No good from Payton.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
A slam cut by Diallo.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Robinson. Here's Randle. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Randle's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, Julius Randle knows how to get to the offensive window and create shots.
Here's Baisley. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Here's Barrett. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Doris, while he's kind of welcomed the spotlight of playing in New York, off the court, R.J. Barrett more of a homebody.
Right, and I love that because this is a young man who's committed to his craft. All of his energy is on becoming the best NBA player he can possibly be. But Greg, 100% correct. He's got the temperament and maturity to face the pressure of New York.
Good on the shot. Diallo's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Down low, and Noel throws it down.
Love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Muscala. And the powerful one-handed slam.
go into the rack with energy than the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Misses the layup.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Knicks up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first. And a lot of fans in New York can't remember the last time the Knicks were competitive. And that's going to do it for us here.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. Pass to Horford. Outside Hill. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They've led by as much as 10.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And that one is good. Barrett's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
The 19-foot shot. That one a little long.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And shot on the way. Bullock with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
R.J. Barrett has size, quickness, and a knack for scoring the basketball.
He misses his first shot of the contest after making his first 6. Here's Baisley. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. He's got 8.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Payton drives in. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now a look at the stats for Mitchell Robinson. Paladon's checked in for the Thunder. The Knicks also changing it up. Kevin Knox is checked in for R.J. Barrett, and it's Austin Rivers in for Elfrid Payton. Thunder trailing by 10.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Paladon passes to Dort. Horford trying to free himself up. That 3 off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. Pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Robinson. He's good with the little jumper in close. Robinson's got 8 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's the way Horford finishes, beating everyone to the cup, dropping the hammer.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Randall with the bucket.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The shot by Beasley, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the layup's good off the glass. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 10-point lead. Inside. Robinson misses. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dort. Horford controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Horford's got it back down to single digits for the Thunder.
Well, one thing you must appreciate about Al Horford is the way he positions himself. When shots go up, this guy is so opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Here's Randall. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 12.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The offensive rebound. Nice yet again. And Horford with the lay-in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Knicks leading by 8. And here's Rivers. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Dishes to Randall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Here's Horford. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bullock. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Horford, Diallo out there with Hill. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Williams double team. Pass to Diallo. It's rebounded by New York.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Really good patience from Kevin Knox, understanding how to deliver a pass on time and on target.
Williams passes to Horford. Here's Muscala. And it's Noel with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 14. In the corner, Barrett with it. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Muscala. No good that time. And New York the other way now. And another turnover here by New York. Both teams will make substitutions. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists tonight.
I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
And the call will be against George Hill. That's foul number 2 for him. Julius Randle's checked in for the Knicks. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Some nice passing by New York here. Yep, that one goes in there. Randle's got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Muscala, the pass to Pakusevsky. Here's Williams. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Randall. It's tipped. Now here's Diallo. He's covered closely. It's rebounded by New York. Noel's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Count the basket. And the Knicks lead by 14.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Williams. Over Barrett. The shot by Williams, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Randall. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. .153 left in the fourth. Bullock with it, working on Horford. Robinson, that's good.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
It's stolen by Barrett. Payton passes to Robinson, and stolen by Horford. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Barrett covering. Beasley passes to Dort. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
To the inside. Here's Robinson. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for New York.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Julius Randle.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy in attack mode.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Over to the wing. Smith scanning the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 21.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the...
So no problem for New York as they get the win. for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've got George Hill. Also, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander out there. And it's Horford in at the 5 down low. And for Detroit, we've got Plumlee. Griffin is out there with Grant. And there's Jackson. And it's Wright in at the point guard. Now here's Griffin. And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Jackson finds Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
A main staple of Griffin's game. You can tell he loves getting up to dunk.
Dort passes to Horford. Rebound by the Pistons. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
Well, the rebounding numbers weren't even close. I mean, if that was a boxing match on the glass, they would have stopped that fight a long time ago.
Outside Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Wright kicks to Plumlee. Passes it to Jackson. And it's off from 3-point range. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side Jackson, pass to Wright. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Now here is Hill. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Releases. The shot by Beasley, no good.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Griffin finds Grant. Fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Thunder have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Beasley, good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Yeah, he's like a surgeon down low operating in the paint. He is incredibly effective there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That one doesn't drop. And Detroit the other way now. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. Grant the pass to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And it's Wright with the ball for the Pistons. Back to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Here's Dort. Last game he had 12. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Horford. Stolen by Jackson. To the paint. Grant outside. From the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Horford. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Griffin looking around. To the middle. And Grant slams it home.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here is Hill, following the bucket by the Pistons. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Detroit leading by 12. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Okafor off the drive.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Maladon. Back to Diallo to the right side. They need this. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Detroit with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
They've got Doumbouya, also Jahlil Okafor out there, and it's Mikhailuk in at the two-guard position. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Pokusevski can't hit. Pistons leading by 14.
Sekou Doumbouya showing flashes of his potential.
He's a rangy, high-flying small forward. He's still figuring it out, but the physical tools are off the charts.
Now here's Rose. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Coaches love a hard worker like Rose. I mean, he values every possession and brings a strong focus to their offensive efforts.
Here's Rose. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Just 2 to shoot. And the jam by Doumbouya.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Maladon passes to Diallo. Pass to Maladon. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 19. Doumbouya with it. And the basket is good.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
Now here's Diallo. And Muscala kicks to Diallo. Here's Pokusevski. Banked in off the glass. Pokusevski's got his first 2 points.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
For Detroit, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. Certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. In fourth, the Pistons.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
So both teams making some changes here. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Pistons have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Now here is Horford. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
Fires from deep. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Griffin passes to Wright. Now here's Plumlee, guarded by Horford. Griffin kicks to Grant. Wright outside. Dort grabs the miss. Wright the pass to Griffin. To the inside. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Griffin. Griffin's got his 4th assist in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Baisley. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Pistons have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Grant outside. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Count it.
Oh, great ball movement there.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. Hill against Wright. Hill passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. He got it up. The shot comes out, and so is Detroit, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. From the get-go, it was Detroit who came out strong. They showed tremendous effort and that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with George Hill. Then there's Horford. And it's Baisley in at the 4-man position.
And how about the level of concentration on display here by Jackson that doesn't shy away from getting hit while shooting.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Jackson. Oklahoma City shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Baisley, good. Baisley's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Wright. Jackson down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Wright dishes to Plumlee. And the wide open shot from Griffin. No good with the triple. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Blake Griffin had 2 more knee surgeries last season. Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said that the year before, they rode him like a cheap horse, in Casey's words, to make the playoffs. Griffin acknowledged his load may need managing down the road, saying, "I'm a believer in science. I'm going to listen to them and let them lead the way." Guys?
Smart perspective. David, thank you. Clock at 6. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
And Al Horford, the 5-time All-Star, very much a leader on this team with his success in the league.
Yeah, Horford has always been a guy that passes the eye test. The numbers don't jump out, but he plays winning basketball. Great head for the game. Knows how to complement other stars.
Okafor with the ball, and it's Horford picking him up. Okafor against Horford. Okafor, the pass to Griffin. Back to Okafor. The Thunder pull it in.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got his first bucket of the night.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Right outside and stolen by Horford. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 23. Here's Bay. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks to Okafor. Down low. Trying to get something going. And he lays it up and in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And Griffin with the score. The assist by Wright. Griffin's got 8.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Horford. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's just experience. I mean, reading the defense perfectly. Just another day at the office for Big Al.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Mikhailuk. There's the pass to Bay. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. A different look here for Detroit. Doumbouya comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Rose in for DeLon Wright. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Diallo the pass to Pokusevski. Misses the baby hook.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Rose kicks to Okafor. The Pistons working the ball around now. A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Melodon. Not a lot of room. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Shoots the 3. Bay, no good. Oklahoma City shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Williams can't get it to go.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lay-in.
Okafor, the pass to Bay. To the left wing. Let's go. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Diallo missed inside. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Detroit running away with this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Wayne Ellington, Plumlee out there with Doumbouya. Then it's Rose, and it's Magruder in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
And Hill, very comfortable in the open floor. He can go.
So it's Detroit now. Here's Diallo. Passes to Pokusevski. Now here's Williams. Here's Roby. Just 5 to shoot. Now Detroit moving it up. Ellington leading the charge. Back to Magruder. There's the 3. That one misses. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Rose scanning the floor. Out to the wing. Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
When you're a vet like Rose, you figure out ways to score inside, even as a guard.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
On the wing, Ellington to the paint. Rose dishes to Doumbouya. Now here's Ellington. He's guarded by Diallo. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Hill. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Diallo the pass to Pokusevski. He feeds it to Hill. Diallo inside. Ellington defending. Diallo no good. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Doumbouya. Outside Rose. From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Diallo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hill passes to Pokusevski. Here's Roby. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Ellington. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Man, flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pokusevski with the bucket.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Rose against Hill. Outside Rose. It's good. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's the burst that fans love to see from Rose. He's got a knack for blowing by defenders.
The leader, again, Oklahoma City.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Detroit.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Blake Griffin.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Here's Williams, and good that time.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
And here's Rose outside. It's hauled in by Diallo. And it's the Thunder with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Shots good by Williams.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Hill against Rose. From deep. And it's Magruder missing. Here's Oklahoma City. Here's Diallo. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Rose against Hill. Out to the right wing. Now Plumlee. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. against the Pistons to start out. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Elfrid Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Randall. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Payton against Griffin. Payton, good.
Well, in the pick and roll, Elfrid Payton trying to advance his skill set. Nice play right there.
Griffin down low. Robinson on him. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Payton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Fast break Detroit. Jackson's got the ball. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Robinson. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Payton, and it's right, sending it back.
We see the quick reflexes of DeLon Wright, twice on the pipes.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long. And Doris, the Knicks have made it clear that they see Mitchell Robinson as one of their key young players.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
First personal foul, 10 seconds.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they double up Payton. Griffin with the steal. And Plumlee kicks to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Plumlee against Barrett. Stolen by Bullock. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Robinson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
I think the team found a steal in a second-round pick back in 2018. Mitchell Robinson, big-time athlete, big-time shot blocker, and I believe he has the work ethic to turn him into an offensive force.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Right side Rose. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You can see the athleticism and toughness. Rose becoming exponentially more dangerous the closer he gets to the rim.
Robinson goes in, and the dunk by Robinson.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
To the wing right side. A steal. Rivers looking over the floor. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. It's a tie ball game.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Now here's Rose. He's tightly guarded. Okafor kicks to Doumbouya. And the three off target. For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. That shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Rose, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Stolen by Doumbouya. Launches a three. Pass to Bay. Doumbouya with it. Noel on him. Another shot. And Doumbouya lays it up and in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And there's the pass to Rivers. New York moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Noel. And he banks in the layup. Noel's got 6.
That's what you call using your agility to perfection. Nerlens Noel a threat in the pick and roll.
Okafor inside. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Tie game in Detroit. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grad.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And New York looking at who they've got. Barrett and Knox into the forward positions. And it's Rivers, then it's Taj Gibson. Barrett the pass to Rivers. Plumlee against Gibson. 4 on the shot clock. The 11-footer. There's the feed to Rivers over Jackson. Offensive rebound. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Pistons. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. He feeds it to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bullock passes to Knox. Here's Rivers, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And they get it back. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Detroit. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Rivers kicks to Gibson. Back to Rivers. It's Barrett on the wing. Here's Knox. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, sometimes you've got to be relentless getting to the offensive glass. Kevin Knox does just that.
Griffin passes to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Dishes it to Rivers to the inside. Stolen by Doumbouya. And here we go. Fast break. Plumlee's got it. Plumlee controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Plumlee's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Count it. Good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Rose and stolen by Payton. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. Detroit leading by 6. Right wing. Doumbouya with it. Randall on him. Doumbouya can't get it to go. Here's Noel. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Mikhailuk. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Three-pointer. No good on that one. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Rivers. Here's Randall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Sekou Doumbouya.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randle can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated.
Both free throws good from Randall. And the Pistons with possession here. Knocked loose. It's taken away by Payton. Randall down low. Can't connect from short range.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Mason Plumlee has been all over the floor tonight. He had 12 points. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Mason Plumlee has done in this game.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
We've got Josh Jackson, Plumlee out there with Griffin. Then it's DeJuan Wright, and it's Grant in at the 3. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. And it's Wright missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle, selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early, but Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA, and that to me is where he can make his mark.
Payton kicks to Randall. Pass to Barrett. New York moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Well, how about the quick thinking of Elfrid Payton in the pick and roll? Nicely done.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Grant. It's stolen by Barrett. And now the Knicks on the break. Robinson against Grant. Poked away. Griffin with the steal. On the wing, Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Right for three. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they've talked about at halftime, it's not working.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look here for Detroit. Okafor comes in for Plumlee, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Josh Jackson. Here's Griffin. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Out to the right wing. Outside Robinson. He dishes it to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. And Barrett slams it in.
This guy can finish with either hand. What a finish from R.J. Barrett.
Right, the pass to Rose. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Down low. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Knicks.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's good. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Quickly guarded by Wright. 1:51 left here in the third quarter. Shot's good by Gibson.
It doesn't take a ton of time for Gibson to get that shot off. I love how aggressive he's pulling the trigger.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by New York. Knox has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Robinson dishes to Barrett. Back to Robinson. Okafor with the steal. Feeds it to Griffin. Gibson against Grant, and stolen by Wright. Grant in the post. Outside for Griffin. Back to Rose. Pass to Okafor. Inside. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Barrett. Finish off the break. Barrett's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks.
The defensive intensity must pick up. It hasn't been the same this half.
Grant the pass to Okafor. 41 seconds left to play in the third. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
What you appreciate about DeLon Wright is he knows his role, and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
And he nails the third. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. They get it again. Detroit's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Doumbouya, and the layup is good. Doumbouya's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Now here's Rivers. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Here's Randall, and Wright pulls it down. Wright's got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Okafor for the lead, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we wrap up the third, and looking to be an exciting 4th quarter. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Reggie Bullock is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Noel in at the 5 spot. Randall outside. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Dumboya passes to Mikhailuk. Here's Bay. Kicks to Plumlee. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Detroit, no good that time either.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Swiped away. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. The Pistons working the ball around now. It's rebounded by New York. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. In the corner, Knox with it. Passes to Noel. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I absolutely love to see Noel working on different aspects of his game. Loves fooling the defense with that up fake.
Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. R.J. Barrett comes in for Kevin Knox. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Jackson looking it over. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Rose against Barrett. Makes it off the glass. Barrett's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Bullock. 5 on the clock. Plumlee with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Out to the right wing. Griffin finds Jackson. Rose passes to Grant. And stolen by Noel. A solo fast break. Goes up. And Randall throws it down.
Make no mistake, Nerlens Noel has the kind of length to make that kind of defensive play.
Stolen by Robinson. And Randall throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And New York making a change here. Payton's checked in. Outside, Robinson. The feed now to Randall. Great D that time from Griffin. Pistons trail by 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Knicks.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mitchell Robinson.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Rose dishes to Plumlee. Misses from short range. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's Rose with the three. It's rebounded by Barrett. Payton right side. Here's Robinson. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now Grant. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg. subway system in Manhattan. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Hill. And it's Horford in at the 5. And for New York, filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Payton in at the 1. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Horford the pass to Baisley. Back to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
All right, Al Horford getting up there for the Jam. You forget how big he is.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
Yeah, he played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty of other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Poked loose and stolen by Horford. Stolen by Bullock. And here comes the break. There at the pass to Randall. The dish to Payton. New York moving it around. Bullock kicks to Payton. Back to Bullock. Shot clock at 5. Over Hill. And it's Bullock missing. New York comes into this one following a loss to the Hornets. Back to Horford. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a very, very good ball handler. And when he explodes at that size, creates problems.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Right side Robinson. Barrett with the bounce pass. Fires from 18.
You can tell that Horford really helps in altering the shot by sliding over. His presence alone adjusting that one.
Here's Baisley. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Julius Randle picks one up. The Thunder shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Diallo, he's checked in for the Thunder. Maladon comes in for Hill. Greg, obviously we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you've now gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals. for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got here. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Hill. And it's Baisley in at the 4 spot. Here's Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hill. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Payton. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Pass to Barrett. Back to Payton. In the corner, Barrett with it. He dishes it to Randall. Fires it up. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, Randall finding out some creative ways how to score on the inside, becoming smarter and more adept at doing so.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
Payton with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Free throw good. Bullock. And so Bullock nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. And Barrett slams it in.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett can do that. That pass on target. And R.J. taking care of the rest.
Horford against Robinson. Horford no luck. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Floats it up for Randall. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Randall getting up there, explosive vertically on that play with great timing.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander to the paint. To the left side wing. Back to Horford. Passes it to Hill. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Bullock. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Muscala, he's checked in for the Thunder. Maladon comes in for George Hill. Right side Horford. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Stripped away. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded closer. Misses in close. Randall down low. He's covered by Muscala. Basket good. 6 points for Julius Randle.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
A different look for New York. Gibson comes in for Randall. And it's Austin Rivers in for Barrett. And Oklahoma City making a change here. To the middle. Throws it up high. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Gibson. Noel. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pokusevski can't hit. The Knicks leading by 10. the pass to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in it.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And he's good on the second. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 16-5 run. 54 seconds left to play in the first. On defense, the Thunder. They trail by 11. Gibson passes to Noel.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Gibson with the steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And slam dunk by Noel.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Pass to Knox. Down low. Here's Gibson. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg. And so it's the New York Knicks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. We've got George Hill, Mike Muscala out there with Diallo. Then it's Williams. And it's Baisley in at the force line. Here's Knox, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Knox getting up there and showing the power he possesses.
And the big man, Taj Gibson, a tough, defensive-minded veteran.
Such a huge part, the foundation, really, of those teams in Chicago when he was playing alongside Joakim Noah. He's one of those glue guys who's willing to take on any assignment.
And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder making a change here. Horford's checked in. Puts it up. The Thunder with another miss.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Beasley, good.
Such a solid and unique big man in today's game. Horford's passing skills and ability to find the open teammate is very special.
Bullock dishes to Gibson. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Back to Bullock. To the inside. 6 to shoot. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hill passes to Horford. Kicks it to Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. It's back to Hill. The tray. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 15. Second chance shot. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Hill passes to Horford. It's back to Hill. Here's Beasley. And Hill has it in the corner. Launches it. Knicks with the rebound. Knox has got his 4th rebound in this one. Robinson down low. It's tipped. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Out left to the wing. Now the pass to Knox. Dishes it to Gibson. He kicks it to Payton. Here's Robinson. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, at the time, Robinson's journey to the draft was such a big story, but now the story is getting bigger as he continues to improve his game and dominate the inside of NBA play. Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
Right side Horford. The shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
Here's Pokusevski. He's defended by Randall. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Quickly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Theo Maledon picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the line for him here. And the Knicks making a change here. Noel's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Mike Muscala is checked in for Al Horford. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Barrett with the ball. Oh, that was something else.
R.J. Barrett getting up there. Dunk contest, anyone?
Maledon passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pokusevski. Count that bucket. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The Knicks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
pass to Pakusevsky over Noel, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Barrett, just one of those guys who you can see the competitive drive that he has. He's a hungry player. He's young, and there's no doubt he's going to get better.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing so. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you, New York came out looking very confident. Near flawless execution from. And that'll do it for our half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nerlens Noel really making a difference here.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And Bones, when you look at R.J. Barrett, what's the next step in his game?
So if the next stage offensively, GA, is that he's got better shot selection overall and a bit more consistency from the three-point line, then it's about setting a tone and taking on the defensive challenge every night. That's what a good leader can do, and this team is looking for one.
On the wing, Hill, 4 on the clock. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggle continues.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And being a second-generation NBA talent, Horford knows how to stay successful in this league. You see how he's evolved his game to keep up with the times.
Kevin Knox is checked in for Randall. The Knicks leading by 22. Inside, here's Knox, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Horford the pass to Dort. The shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's Payton. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Robinson against Horford. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's 6 points for Al Horford.
Good closer to the rack. Horford's added a jumper, but at home on the inside.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. They get it back. Payton. Hill with some nice D.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Baisley. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Here's Hill. Bullock with the rebound. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, that kind of activity from Kevin Knox is going to pose some problems for the defense.
For New York, they had gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Second free throw, no good. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Passes it to Barrett. Back to Rivers. New York moving it around. Pulls up. Here's Noel. It's deflected. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Quickly. Misses off the right iron.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off it.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to Knox. It's Barrett on the wing. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Maledon, and it's in there. Maledon's got his first points in this one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
It's stolen by Muscala. Here we go, all alone. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Rivers. Noel dishes to Rivers. It's Barrett on the wing. The pass to Rivers. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. They swipe it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And so it's the New York Knicks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Oklahoma City right now, Muscala is out there with Horford. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Maledon. And it's Diallo in at the 3 slot.
And remember, in the early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
The Knicks leading by 18. Noel finds Rivers. Pass to Noel. Back to Knox. Quickly. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Diallo. Second shot opportunity. They shoot again. And the rejection by Noel. They double him with Horford. Quickly. Good. Nice job down low.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game. Distribution.
Horford against Randall. Horford no up. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Knox, and he goes in for the dunk.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
A free throw drops for Rivers. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he makes the first but misses the second. The Thunder have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Here's Hill. And that time also a missed shot. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Looking to get back on track here. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Knicks. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Baisley. The Thunder with another miss. Now the Knicks with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Down low, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody that.
George Hill recognizing when his man was open, an effective pass that time.
Payton finds Robinson. It's stolen by Hill. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Dort. He's guarded by Bullock. Shoots. Off the left rim and out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And that one falls for Robinson. At the line for 2. Robinson hits them both. Oklahoma City shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
1:51 left in the game. Some nice passing by New York here. Randall with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats it up for Hill. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the middle. Pass to Barrett. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Nerlens Noel.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit. You wonder if R.J. Barrett could be the best player to come out of Canada. Now, that's some high praise because I had many years battling against one Steve Nash, but R.J. Barrett has a high ceiling.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Smith outside. Here's Noel, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display here.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Thunder ball. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony.
Welcome once again, Ben Simmons of 2K TV. It's always so nice to catch up with you. So give me your thoughts on 2K21 and Next Gen.
I'm excited. I feel like every year it just continues to grow, and I'm excited to play it.
What is your My Player build in 2K21, and are there any differences from last year's?
Pretty much me, but with just crazy.
As they prime themselves here at Chesapeake Energy. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage. A moment here now to see the numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Griffin. White is out there with Josh Jackson. Then there's Grant, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with George Hill. Then there's Horford, and it's Baisley in at the power forward position. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the second free throw, good.
And Jackson certainly has a lot of explosiveness. One of those guys who really wears his heart on his sleeve and brings that energy level every night.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Got a piece of it. Plumlee with the steal. Pass break Detroit. Here's Wright. And he banks in the layup.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Here's Dort, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Wright looking around for 3. Offensive rebound, feeds to Jackson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And Griffin slams it in.
A main staple of Griffin's game. You can tell he loves getting up to dunk.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yeah, G.A., he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing.
Jackson from long range bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
Wright, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Wright. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
Horford, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Just 4 to shoot. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
And Griffin with the score. The assist by Wright.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A very concerted effort on Horford's part to bully his way inside and draw contact there. He needs to do more of that. Play inside, get tough.
Derrick Rose is checked in for the Pistons. And Al Horford drops them both. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Inside. The 10-footer. And there's another one for the Pistons.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Horford. Gets a very good look and converts.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. The layup missed. Detroit leading by 10. Griffin with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Right from outside. They get a hand on it. Thunder have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Horford, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, what I appreciate about Horford is his unselfishness. I mean, he brings a veteran team-first mindset to the table.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Doumbouya passes to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Maledon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pulls up on the wing. Okafor grabs the miss.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Rose gets a wide open look. Okafor, the pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Bay. It's Okafor. It's out the key. Shot clock at 3. Here's Diallo. Doumbouya pulls it in. Pass to Bay. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Diallo. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Doumbouya. Then it's Rose, and it's Mikhailuk in at the 2 spot. Detroit leading by 12. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Okafor, the pass to Bay. Back to Okafor. The kick out to Rose. To the inside. Here's Doumbouya. Oh, what a beautiful play.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Rose passes to Bay, taken away by Williams. Now here's Melodon. He's guarded closely. Here's Pokusevski, rebounded by the Pistons. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. Doumbouya passes to Mikhailuk. From deep three-point range, and another 3 for Detroit. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Diallo. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Bay passes to Mikhailuk. The kick out to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. The shot off that time. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Only surprise is that the margin wasn't greater. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort.
Josh Jackson's checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Okafor. That's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. Left side, Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Third is George Hill.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, you know, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
When you can shoot like they can, why not? I mean, the threat of their shooting make them more effective at the point.
And the Thunder making a change here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
On the wing, Jackson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. But they recover it. Here's Wright. And he gets the whistle. 2. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Griffin. He feeds it to Plumlee. Passes it to Jackson. Griffin dishes to Plumlee. Right side Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, great job of getting that deep position there by Jackson. Once he's that close, he's ready to just power that one home.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the pass to Baisley. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Griffin. Buries the easy one. Griffin's got 6.
I mean, you know he's crafty when he's close into the bucket. You better foul him. I mean, you love seeing Griffin be poised on these interior shots.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. Al Horford, he's checked in for Williams. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oklahoma City moving it around. Dort passes to Horford. Here's Baisley. Clock is at 3. Back to Horford. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Right outside. Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie, right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. Looking absolutely unstoppable off the tip. They put together a masterful. And that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Josh Jackson. What a contribution.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
You're right. Go in the locker room, ask anyone on his team. He's not worried about statistics as much as he is about winning.
Hill is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Horford. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double checking, and the game continues on.
Thunder trailing by 19. Here's Gilgeous. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Grant gets a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Oklahoma City now. Horford, good. Horford's got 7.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, you can't give up a lane to the basket, especially to Griffin, who makes you pay every time you do that.
Plumlee with the steal. Griffin looking it over. Jackson has the open look. Misses the 3.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Grant. And Wright kicks to Jackson. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Outside for Griffin. Wright dishes to Plumlee. Wright finds Plumlee. Grant outside. Clock at 4. Releases. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the rim.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Over Jackson. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
There's Jackson with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 9 points.
And Jackson with the quick release. Once the ball hits his hands, he's ready to let it fly.
Pass to Dort. Right side Horford. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. A wide open look here for Wright. Left side, Griffin. Pistons passing it around. And here's Plumlee. He has 6. No good. Shot missing. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Plumlee, the pass to Griffin. Back to Plumlee. Dishes it to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Thunder trailing by 21. Horford with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Pass to Melodon. Here's Pokusevski. Offline with his 3. The Pistons have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Rose finds Grant. 27 seconds left in the third. This one for 3. Drills it from outside.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Mikhailuk passes to Okafor. From deep, Rose. No good that time. And so it's Detroit, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for the Pistons, they've got Jahlil Okafor. Derrick Rose is out there with Doumbouya. And it's Bey in at the three, the small forward. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Rose passes to Okafor. Here's Bey. Back to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays, man.
Here's Maledon. The three-pointer, no good. Detroit dictating the flow. From deep, Rose. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Passes it to Maledon. Back to Williams. And Muscala has it in the corner. The pass to Diallo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Pokusevski. He is looking for Muscala and finds him. Pokusevski controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Okafor up top. Shot from the low block. That shot, no good. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Rebound, Detroit. Doumbouya's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mikhailuk. From deep three-point range, rebound by Muscala. The Thunder shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Here's Pokusevski, and he converts the layup.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Mikhailuk passes to Okafor. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 21. Here's Pokusevski. Lays it up off the glass. Pokusevski's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Okafor kicks to Rose. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Both teams deciding to change it up. To the paint. No good from Grant. The Thunder have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Dort. And the rejection by Jackson. It's right on the wing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. From downtown. No good from Grant. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Thunder with some changes. Beasley's checked in. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Diallo. Outside Hill. For the 3. Rebound, Detroit. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Plumlee finds Griffin. Inside. Plumlee in the high post. Now here's Wright. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pistons.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3. And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mason Plumlee.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there tonight.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And, well, Detroit shooting around 40% from the floor here. Ellington the pass to Plumlee. Roby with the rebound. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. Miller outside. Stolen by Jumboya. Servetus covered by Miller. The wide open look for Plumlee. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
Jumboya dishes to Ellington. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Magruder passes to Okafor. Here's Miller. No good there. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Griffin. White is out there with Jackson. Then there's Grant, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. And for the Knicks, filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Payton in at the point. Down low, it's taken away by Payton. Barrett with the ball to the inside. Outside for Robinson. New York moving the ball around. Now, here's Barrett. Here's Randall. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
One thing we knew Randall could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
Here's Jackson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And Griffin stays with it.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Payton. A shot that time, not on target. Now the Pistons take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise in frustration.
And it's Wright sending it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Payton finds Robinson. Bullock with it. Jackson on him. Plumlee with the steal. Wright looking around. Grant gets a wide open look from outside off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Griffin with the steal. And it's blocked. Payton outside. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Wright against Randall. Plumlee, the pass to Wright, and Wright throws it down hard.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Rose, that's good.
Derek is just exceptional in the paint. A gifted scorer amongst the trees.
Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Quickly, and the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
To the wing right side. Luke passes to Rose. 5 on the clock. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Very aggressive, Derrick Rose. So efficient on how he attacks the hoop.
And Derrick Rose said when he first attempted to come back from his injuries, he was playing revenge basketball. Now he just seems so much more at ease.
Yeah, I agree, GA. I'll tell you, he still has that competitive spirit in him. Yes, check that off. I think now he's just happier to be able to play the basketball injury-free. And to see his teammates and the league respond when he had that 50-point game, people were really generally happy for Derrick Rose.
Rivers, he's checked in for New York. And a switch here also for Detroit. June Boy is checked in. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Pistons. Here's Luke. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Quickly, he's covered by Rose. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Now the pass to Bay. A putback, and the second chance effort by Rose. Rose has got 6.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Rivers. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Okafor. And here's Doumbouya. And it's Okafor. That time on the assist by Doumbouya.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Knicks trail by 5. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
The Pistons have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Rose kicks to Doumbouya. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Rivers can't get it to go. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. The Pistons on top, leading by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. And it's Rivers in at the 1 spot. They're the group New York will start the second with. So it's Detroit now. Pistons leading by 4. Grant outside. Back to Okafor. It's rebounded by New York. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Grant. Second chance shot. Over in the corner, Rose. Robinson pulls it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Pretty skilled with the face-up game. Randall creating for himself right there.
Rose against Rivers. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for their matchup with the Magic,
and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
If you let Julius Randle get to the rim, this is what you can expect.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Randle against Griffin. Pass to Okafor. There's the triple. The Pistons rebound. Jackson. Jackson is doubled and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Pistons with possession here. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wright. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And it's a 3-point Piston lead. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. On the left block, Robinson misses. Detroit leading by 3. Jackson passes to Wright. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. Grant outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. It's stolen by Randle. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Payton can't get it to go.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Back to Randle. And Wright pulls it down. The Pistons have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Griffin, no one around him, and that one's on target from the wing. Griffin's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pistons.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal. You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
Barrett kicks to Payton. To the wing on the left. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here. Noel dishes to Payton. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Plumlee with some nice D.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And there's the feed to Noel. 2 points. That one goes. Noel's got his first bucket in this one.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
The shot's good from Plumlee. Plumlee's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Pistons.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that'll do it for our...
And And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Now Peyton, and on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Griffin is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's Wright in at the point guard.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And I love the confidence with which Jackson plays. Even when the D is bodying him up, he just powers through it.
Peyton drives in, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Peyton's got 6. Detroit leading by 5. To the middle, here's Wright, and finished off by Wright.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Peyton against Wright. Peyton passes to Robinson. That's good, and it's Peyton with the assist.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
The Pistons shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Wright dishes to Plumlee. Back to Wright. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Wright's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Wright against Peyton. Pass to Randall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Here's Jackson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And Jackson has got the complete package down low. Loves putting the D in a compromising position.
Good on the second free throw. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Quickly, he's covered by Rose. To the left wing. Count it.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Jackson kicks to Doumbouya. Here's Plumlee, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Nerlens Noel did not like that at all.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
A nice shot by Mikhailuk. And now it's a 9-point Piston lead.
He wisely chose to pull up for a 3 on the fast break. The defense sucked in to prevent the layup.
Passes to Rivers. Feeds it to Randall. Back to Noel. Just 5 on the clock. Quickly. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. Detroit leading by 9. And he slams it one-handed.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Will it go? And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, one thing about Austin, he excels at breaking down a defense. This time, finishing through contact.
Here's Mikhailuk. They get it back. Plumlee. And the rejection by Noel. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Taj Gibson's checked in for Julius Randle. Knicks trail by 7. .44 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Noel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Knicks have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
The Pistons making a change here. Griffin's checked in. It's deflected. Here's Plumlee. Can't cash in from close range. Knicks have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Gibson finds Rivers. In the corner, Knox with it. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
And that is in Blake Griffin's DNA, dunking on guys.
Here's Rivers, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. Taj Gibson is out there with Robinson. And it's Rivers in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Rivers. Banked in off the glass.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Inside. Right, the pass to Grant. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And there's Rose on the assist by Wright. And the Pistons lead by 9.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Bullock kicks to Rivers. To the inside. Outside Rose. From outside the arc. The rebound by Gibson. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And it's Bullock missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
No good from Grant.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Knicks. Elfrid Payton comes in for Austin Rivers. And a switcher also for Detroit. Jackson's checked in. Pistons leading by 6. Down low, here's Grant. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 3 assists tonight. Payton with the ball. He's off on that one. And it's Detroit the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Bay. 4 on the shot clock. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Payton. Rebound, Detroit. Griffin's got his 4th rebound in this one. That's tipped.
Not a traditional rim protector. Rondo gets by on effort and instinct.
Some nice passing by New York here. Payton attacking. Back to Bullock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bullock's got 5 points in the quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaking.
You know, in high school, he won 4 state titles, voted College Player of the Year at Oklahoma. Blake Griffin, he's used to success.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Detroit. Here's Randall. Rebounded by Jackson. Pistons leading by 6. And it's Grant in the corner. Changes up. And Griffin with the layup.
You talk about a guy that can finish through contact. That's Blake Griffin.
Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Payton, good.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Jackson has the open look. But they'll get another chance. Grant makes it off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 8.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Payton attacking. He gets it in there. Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Left side, Jackson. Grant outside. Over Bennett. Outside for Jackson. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Payton outside. Plumlee with the steal. Outside for Jackson. Back to Grant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for
You